Students, welcome to day 19 of 30-day study plan of commerce. Hope you are following the study plan. Please watch my other videos for account study plan. If these videos are useful, please like, share and subscribe. Students, let us see day 19 question answers. First one, define e-marketing. E-marketing is achieving marketing objectives through use of digital technologies like internet, World Wide Web, email, wireless media, and management of digital customer data and electronic customer management system. That is ECRM. That is electronic uh, customer relationship management. Here all forms of managing a relationship with customer through the use of information technology. So this itself automatically process the marketing, sales and customer service. Now let us see who is a consumer. Consumer is one who consumes goods, one who uses goods manufactured and sold by others or created by nature. That is air, water, natural resources and sold by others. One who avails services. This includes services such as banking, transport, insurance, etc. is also called a consumer. Now we'll see define consumerism. Consumerism, according to El Masi, it is an attempt to enhance, to increase the rights and powers by buyers in relation to sellers. Next by Philip Kotler, consumerism is not limited to organized efforts only, but it is a social movement. Social movement is, it is an organized effort by large group of people. They seek to augment, they seek to increase the rights and powers of buyers in relation to sellers. And next is, we'll see short answer, explain the meaning of agreement to sell. The term contract of sale, that includes both sale and agreement to sell. If the property of goods is transferred immediately to the buyer, it is called sale. If the property takes place at a future date, if the transfer of property takes place at a future date or on fulfillment of certain condition, then it is called as an agreement to sell. Now, next question, discuss in detail about existing goods. Existing goods are those goods owned and possessed by the seller at the time of contract of sale. Goods possessed even refer to sale by agents or by pledges. Okay, these existing goods may be either specific goods. Specific goods means it is goods which are identified and agreed upon at the time of the contract. Ascertained goods which are identified in accordance with the agreement after the contract of sale is made. Next, generic or unascertained goods. Those goods are which are not yet identified and agreed upon at the time of contract of sale. Now let us discuss about the implied conditions and warranties in sale of goods contract. In every contract of sale, there are certain express and implied conditions and warranties. See, first let us see what is condition. Condition is terms. Warranty is additional terms. See, when there is in every contract of sale, there are certain expressed here means it is in writing or orally, it have been conveyed the things, contract of sale. Okay, but and implied means it is the conditions which may be inferred mean which is understood from or guessed from the context of the contract, from the situation. Sometimes you understood that, you guess. Okay, so that is implied. Now here there are certain uh, 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 different types of implied conditions are there. The first one is condition as to title. Here condition as to title, See, suppose if the seller is selling the goods, if he can only sell the goods if he is the true owner and holds the title of goods. So suppose if the so whenever the buyer is buying the goods, he thinks that the seller is a real owner of the goods. So sometimes if the seller is not he is having the bad title, then if the buyer comes to know, then he can claim the money. He can return the goods and he can claim the money back. Okay, so that is condition as to title. Whenever the seller is selling the goods, the buyer will understand that he is the real owner of the goods. Suppose if he is not holding the proper title of the goods, then and the buyer also comes to know about it, then he can claim the money back from the seller. Next is condition as to description. See, the buyer buys the goods by description given by the seller at the time of sale. See, if the description is not correspondent with the goods, for example, the seller sells a machinery to a buyer and he says it is 1 year old machinery. But after buying, the buyer, after using for 1 month, the buyer came to know that it is not a 1 year old, it is very old machine. So when he comes to know, then he can return the machinery to the seller, because believing on the description given by the seller only, the buyer bought the goods. So in that case, he can return back the machinery or the goods. Sale by sample. Here the buyer buys goods on the basis of the sample provided by the seller. So when the bulk or goods are supplied, it should match with the sample. If does not match with the sample, the buyer can return the goods. And the seller should also allow the buyer a sufficient time to compare the goods with the sample. Okay, that is according to sale by sample. Next is condition as to quality or fitness. Here it should, the buyer when he buys the goods from the seller, it should fit for the purpose he buys. See, for example, here A bought a set of false tooth from a dentist, but uh, uh, if the teeth set is not fitting into his mouth, then it is waste. Then he can reject and he can get the money back from the dentist. Okay, so that is condition as to quality or fitness. Next is condition as to merchantability. Condition as to merchantability is, here the buyer buys the goods thinking that it must be of merchantable quality. Merchantable, now the goods fit for which purpose it was bought. For example, you are buying a watch to keep the time. You are buying a pen to write. Okay, if the watch is not keeping the time, if the pen is not writing, then it is not fulfilling the purpose for which you have bought. So in that case, the buyer can return the goods. And next is uh, condition as to wholesomeness. Wholesomeness is here, it should promote the health. Okay, in case of eatables, the goods must give healthy. Okay, it should be a healthy one. If the goods supplied by the seller, it causes health issue, then the seller is liable for the damages faced by the buyer. Next is conditions implied by trade usage. In the auction, it is an example, in the auction sale, there is a trade custom. The auctioneer should declare any defect in the goods. If the auctioneer failed to declare, then later when the goods were found to be defective, the buyer can claim the refund of the price. So these are the implied conditions. Next, implied warranty. Implied warranty is certain assurances or presumed to be made in the sale of goods. Okay, when the buyer is buying the goods from the seller, he presumes that certain things are assured. For example, the first one is quiet possession. When the buyer buys the goods, he should enjoy the possession, quiet possession. He should not be disturbed uh, of his possession. So in that case, he can claim the damages from the seller. Okay, so that is the quiet possession. And next is free from any encumbrances. Encumbrances is any claim or any charge. The buyer buys the goods that he thinks that this goods, the title, everything is free from any claim. Suppose if his possession, if somebody is claiming, if any third party comes and claim the possession of goods, then in that case he can approach the seller and he can claim the damages. And next is warranty in case of dangerous goods. So here the buyer buys the goods thinking that it is free from danger. So if the seller is selling goods which are likely to be dangerous, then he should warn the buyer. Okay, then if he is not warning the buyer, if he is not saying anything, then he is responsible for the damages. Okay, students, I hope you understood this question. You can write only the side headings because this is only a 3-mark question. And then next is long answer. What are the needs for consumer protection? Why we need consumer protection? Because consumer is said to be the king of entire business sphere. His interests are virtually neglected. The shortage of goods makes the consumer to be content with whatever is offered for sale, and quality is sometimes he has to sacrifice that, and warranty of performance has no meaning, and health hazard harmful is never considered. So profit maximization turns out to be the prime consideration of business enterprise. So in that situation, consumer protection becomes a very important one. Okay, next we'll see explain the role of consumers in consumer protection. Here, the consumer's role, they should only act to protect themselves. So in that case, they can form a councils. Okay, consumer action councils can be established at village level, and they have to educate the consumers of their rights, and consumer protection agencies should take necessary steps to investigate the consumer complaints and grievances, and they have to arrange and to forward to them to the correct forum. And they should regulate the business enterprise according to the rules of the industry. And voluntary consumer groups should provide information so as to educate the consumers on matters affecting them through media. And it should organize movement against malpractice of manufacturers and traders. Consumer cooperatives need to be strengthened. Consumer groups should contact the legislators. Legislators here means the members of the legislative body to raise the consumer issues in the assembly and parliament. And there should be testing laboratories at in every district to test the purity of goods. And voluntary consumer organization should publicize the malpractices of manufacturers and traders by media. It should take the initiation to report such officials and authorities who let the offender to go scot-free from to follow enforcement agencies. Here this is a 5-mark question, so 7 to 8 points you can write. Okay students, I have explained all 8 questions of today's study plan. I hope you will follow that. And if these videos are useful, kindly subscribe, like and share with your friends. Thank you for watching.